Not satisfied with merely saving lives as an ER doctor, alumnus Dr. Garen Winnemute works to prevent people from becoming his patients in the first place. An international expert on gun violence, Winnemute heads the UC Davis Violence Prevention Research Program and has gone undercover to investigate illegal firearm sales. His work has earned him international recognition and, unfortunately, a number of death threats. Undeterred, Winnemute has continued his work.
I realized halfway into the project that if I just told people what I was seeing, they wouldn't believe me. So I got a camera and started taking photographs and later started taking video. And there's only so much you can learn about that problem without actually going and seeing what the dealers do. So I went and saw in a systematic kind of way.
Winnemute has a history of delving into research projects. After graduating from UC Davis Medical School, he worked in Cambodia, which had recently been liberated from a genocidal regime.
And from those experiences, quit my job. I was running the emergency department at Woodland Memorial. Went back to school at Johns Hopkins to get a public health degree and came out of that year of training committed to working on injury prevention in general, and very quickly realized that firearm violence was unique among all the subsets of injury prevention.
Winnemute then returned to UC Davis because it gave him the opportunity to pursue his passions.
It would be difficult to overestimate the impact that UC Davis has had on my career. We are walking distance from the Department of Justice, with whom I work on a daily basis to gather data and turn that into science about violence in California. So it simply could not happen like this anywhere else.
During his career of more than 30 years, he has testified before dozens of government agencies and has been interviewed by hundreds of media outlets, including CNN, the BBC, and PBS.
Hundreds of thousands of people every year grieve the loss of a loved one. And it was true when I started, and it's almost true today, that almost nobody is working on the problem. And I am one of those lucky people who has had the opportunity to give everything I have to give to rectifying that injustice, to help address a social ill.
He believes so much in his work that he gave his own money to continue the research when program funding was cut. Winnemute says that it's the combination of conducting research, teaching students, and seeing patients that makes it all worthwhile.
I see patients, I teach patient care. I was here until late last night seeing patients. I love seeing patients. I won't ever give it up. Somebody will drag me away in my 80s and say, "You're too old for the job," but that's what it'll take.
His achievements are numerous, including being the first Susan P. Baker and Stephen P. Terrett Chair in Violence Prevention at UC Davis. But Winnemute is still motivated to do more.
Here are my hopes, that my colleagues and I will have generated a unique body of information that is of practical use in preventing violence, in improving the human condition. That we will have, and we are in the process of doing this, trained a next generation of public-minded investigators who will both do the research and work to help translate the results of that research into improvements in life for us here in California and the United States and around the world.